My name is Barry Dueck. I'm Vice President of Suppressors and Weapons at SureFire, former Marine, competition shooter, and owner of Dueck Defense. We're going to go over supporting shooting positions, and we're going to start with basic kneeling. So you're using your front forearm and your knee for support. Really common that you don't have anything to support on, or for some reason you're trying to stay away from things in front of you. Things to avoid: do not put the elbow directly on top of the knee. You have a little ball joint here, and with the skin it just rolls around and becomes really unstable. On the back of your tricep there's a little flat. Just put it to the right side of your kneecap. You can adjust where you're gripping your forend to how much height you need for the position. You can also adjust it from your rear foot. Right now I'm sitting up with my heel underneath my butt. If I flatten out my foot, I can sit down even lower. And then depending on what you're doing, you can adjust height. Some people that are really flexible get really good stability getting down low. It's also a little slower to get in and out of. This gives you a shooting position that's extremely stable and run into it all the time where it can benefit you. Next is using a barricade. The most common thing that I see is people come up and they get in that same kneeling position they were just in. They really are in a position that's not nearly as stable as it could be. Switch your knees and take your rear elbow, stick it on your back knee, just on the front side of it. Depending on the height, this works whether you're over the top or over the side. You can even start propping yourself up on your toe if you need to. You lose some stability, but it's still better than the alternatives, and you're maximizing what's available to you at the position. With your front hand, try to grab in and push into your barricade if it's stable enough, and that further stabilizes the position, also makes shot recovery quicker. If it's higher and I can't get rearward support off my knees, try to get them spread apart, so at least you got stability side to side, and push in a little bit. You can see right here where the front sight's pushing into the barricade. If you got a piece of your gun that's hitting a stabilized area, that's good to go. What you want to avoid doing is touching your barrel to it. If you start putting pressure on it, you'll be unbelievably far off and you can really mess stuff up. If for some reason my barricade's not stable, I can just put my hand over the top of it. And in some cases, this will allow you to fire faster because the barricade's moving around a little bit, so you're using a supported whole body position, more like you're shooting offhand. That'll add some stability to it. If you notice, I'm not choking up on it. I actually get less stable the farther I get into the gun. And you end up with movement in the gun as opposed to, hey, the front end's stable, all I gotta do is support the back to keep the gun from moving around. Next, we're going to talk about the prone position. Your rifle should work just fine if you're monopoding off a magazine. There's an old myth that M16s don't work if you're putting pressure on the magazine. If your rifle doesn't work, you got a rifle problem. My suggestion is fix it. Coming down, you want 3 points of contact. You got your magazine, you got both your elbows, stock pressure into your shoulder, and cheek pressure on your cheek, and you end up with a stable position that you have really good shot recovery, shot to shot from, because you're firmly planted with multiple points of contact. In summary, no matter what your shooting position, try to maximize what you have available to you to fire an accurate shot.